crime.
Selaine Saxby.
Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker. It is a pleasure to speak in this debate about police funding, which is a particularly important issue for North Devon. North Devon faces significant pressures because of its relative isolation and rurality, and policing is no exception to this. Our police officers have a large geographical area to cover, different types of crime to prevent, and limited opportunity to cooperate with other forces. This on top of the fact that North Devon welcomes over 6 million visitors a year means our police need all the support that they can get. It is in this context that I welcome the increase in Devon and Cornwall's police's budget, up 7.4% for 2020-21. This will help fund the recruitment of 141 new officers on top of the 176 through the police precept, while still being able to deliver on the 2.5% above inflation pay increase which our officers thoroughly deserve. It is also good to see that the work of our Police and Crime Commissioner, Alison Hernandez, will be supported. I was glad to see the Minister make reference to a greater focus on technology, and Devon and Cornwall have been at the forefront. Our police force was the first to have a dedicated drones team who can help tackle rural crime, locate a missing person, or help the police view hard-to-reach areas. We also have the country's first digital search dogs team, who are able to identify technology such as SIM cards to track evidence left by some of the worst and most serious criminals. When policing an area as large as North Devon, innovation is a necessity, and it comes as no surprise to see Devon and Cornwall take the lead. Due to the unique circumstances of North Devon and the South West Peninsula, there are a number of long-standing issues which need to be addressed so that Devon and Cornwall Police can see even greater benefits. The relative isolation of Devon and Cornwall Police makes cooperation with neighbouring forces difficult. For example, only 10% of our force area lies within 7 miles of another force. This obviously limits the potential for cross-force cooperation, which might otherwise be a way of relieving some of the pressure on our officers. Over the summer months, North Devon and the South West see a swell in population. And whilst our economy depends in a large part on tourism, which I am only too glad to see continue, it does present challenges when it comes to policing. During the summer, the police see an 11% increase in the number of crimes committed, a 14% increase in incidents, and an 18% increase in high-risk missing people. However, funding for our force remains considerably below the per-person, per-day average across the rest of England and Wales. And that is before you take the high summer population into account. North Devon has historically received less money than I believe it should, and this is a broader issue that affects a number of policy areas, whether it is schools, health or policing. I am glad that this government is committed to levelling up every region of the UK, and we have made much progress towards a fairer funding settlement. But in my mind, there is still some way to go. Our police force has shown itself to be innovative and determined, but there are some pressures that cannot be mitigated through innovation and determination alone. I would like to end by reiterating my welcoming of additional funding. And despite the challenges North Devon faces, the Police Grant Report will represent a significant improvement in support for the police. I know ministers are conscious of the issues we face, but I would love to extend an invitation to the Minister to come to North Devon and to see for himself the triple impact of tourism, isolation and rurality.